We must find a solution. This beast. The question if I was losing my mind or if something indeed was happening. Real traditional amazing Polish dinner. This is a face of someone who finally, after 2 weeks of not sleeping at all, barely getting 2 hours, finally slept 8 hours and finally have an answer to the question if I was losing my mind or if something indeed was happening. We are in the boiler room where we have our gasifier oven, our boiler, our wood, and you may wonder why am I standing here and talking to you. Well, you see all the wood here. I'm going to use my phone and the torch, and you see here there are grains here which shouldn't be here, should they? No. We have a rat problem. For the last 2 weeks, I would say, I almost didn't sleep at all during the nights because SAFRUŚ was going crazy. There are also some other stuff that happened and with SAFRUŚ and with us, which, you know, was one of the reasons why we had such sleepless nights, but I'm only going to talk about one of the reasons of the sleepless nights, and the big one. Like for the last week, we've been hearing noises coming from this room here, and I thought I was going crazy because we were looking. I did have a thought, you know, maybe there is a rat or an animal, but nothing. Couldn't find anything, and we didn't see all those grains, you know, spread around here. My husband did say that the grains were disappearing more quickly than they should. And every night our little dog would be like barking during the night. I would wake up 10 times. In the end, I thought I was losing my mind. Nothing we did, you know, to calm him down helped. Couldn't sleep at all. It was like night after night, and I thought, you know, one more night like this and I will lose my mind. Everyone needs sleep, and I was tired and frustrated. And we could hear like strange noises, and he could hear it, and he would bark. And I bought him calming pills, herbal calming pills for dogs, and he has started to take them, and I am going to continue until we sort this out and he will calm down, because as I've mentioned, there were also other things happening with him and with us that made him stressed. And yesterday my husband discovered the grains here, and there is a, I don't know, you can see this, and this was open here, and we think the rats were coming from inside, feasting here and probably going back. So we've blocked this now, but we need to clean this whole room and declutter and see if maybe some rats or a rat's nest are hiding here. And SAFRUŚ has a rat radar. He is as good as any cat. He can smell them from a long distance, he can chase them down, he kills them. He is like a cat in that regard, and I am sure it was driving him absolutely mad. And it was driving us mad. Let me know if you've had a rat problem in your house. We haven't had for the last 2 years since we moved here, but now we have. And do subscribe and check out my links, my paintings, everything. I'm going to take out some things outside, some things into the other room. By the way, it's -2 and it's the 7th of February and we have some snow. You see here, they were getting inside here, and this is our ventilation for the boiler room. So we must find a solution. It's cold. this, I found dried nettle that we picked from our plot, and I will mix some grains with dried nettle. Now and then they have no greens, our chickens, to eat. Here's our good boy who wasn't losing his mind in this regard, his dog mind. I'm going to clean the walls now. They're all covered in ash. You cannot see it, but they are. But when you stroke with your finger, the finger is black. A complete cleaning of the boiler room. The water is completely black. I'm finishing up here, Bola will help me. And we also need to vacuum clean, sweep. The floors are finally empty, but we have lots of things, and most will go inside. But the whole cleaning was the most important thing. We didn't find any rats. They probably went back into the pipes, which we will block now. And I will finish off here, and I will see you tomorrow for a new thing we are doing. We bought a cool machine that you have to check out tomorrow, and what we're going to do. Maybe some cooking. Machine delivery. Hello, it's the next day, and before we continue, I want to tell you that I would love for you to subscribe to my channel. You can also join my channel membership. It's the way I make a little bit money, because small channels like mine, make maybe $50 per 100 views. So, when you join my channel membership, you get extra perks, sometimes extra videos, post updates from me, pictures. You can also check out my art. I paint, and I have very cool mugs and posters and different things like scarves. So I just painted a new painting. You can check out my other links. I'm very grateful for your support. I am very grateful for your support, and it's the reason I continue with my very small but hopefully nice channel. I said we have an exciting machine, which I am going to show you in a bit. Here I have pork neck that I will marinate. So we are going to have marinated roasted pork neck. We don't eat a lot of pork meat, rarely, but I discovered 1 kilo of it in our freezer, so it's time to get rid of it, and it will be a dinner for a few days, and I think we'll eat it with kopytka, which you should check out the link. Special things like Polish gnocchi, very yummy. So it will be a traditional Polish dinner. I also have to bake a cake later, so a lot of going on, and my husband is busy assembling our machine, which I will show you and talk about later. And it's freezing, -7 degrees. No snow. And boiler room update, it's clean, it's fresh, no noise, no rats. 2 trays. We've got salt, pepper, lots of rosemary, oil, and garlic, and I'm adding just a vegetable broth that I boiled together, like natural stock, and the same over here. and it will marinate and be roasted, eaten with gnocchi and pickled cucumber or stuff. I will show you when it's done. So we decided finally to buy a tiller to cultivate our soil and to make our garden more bountiful. And my husband has been assembling this machine for almost 3 hours. He started yesterday and continuing today. The instructions are very difficult and badly written. We weren't sure which one to choose, so we finally choose not the cheapest, not the most expensive, something in the middle, based on the reviews. So this one cost around $541, and it's made in Poland, 100% Polish, so we hope it will be good. It's difficult, and since it's a Saturday, the shop is closed, so I cannot call and ask, but my husband will try. And this is our clean boiler room. And I'm chopping up white chocolate because I am going to make a blondie, which is, I don't know, a English recipe. So a blondie instead of a brownie with white chocolate, and I will use frozen cherries. The recipe calls for frozen raspberries, but I don't have them. But what is important is that you add a tart fruit, and cherries are very tart. Our own eggs, butter, white chocolate, sugar, a little bit of salt, cherries. I need to add flour and a bit of vanilla. Wow, Bola managed. It's ready. Here is our piece of land that we want to cultivate and dig through, and it's going to help us, and then we can plant already in February. We are thinking of planting onion and maybe salad, as they can be planted already in February. This beast! Hopefully it will really help us. Here we've had all the chickens and the rooster digging through, but it's not the same. They've been walking around here. It's cold, as I said, -7. But the soil is dry. Right now we are taking off the wheels. We have to change them into these blades that will cut through the ground and soil and you know, put the fresh soil, mix it all together instead of digging by hand. It's like a small mini tractor. SAFRUŞ is always here to help. The blades are installed and we will start the machine. When we are done, we will install this and go one round with this accessory. There were others we could buy, but it was expensive, so it has a few accessories, few things you can do and prepare the soil in different ways. Ready? The big moment. is the right technique, but we are trying, or my husband is trying. I'm back in the kitchen, and for the Polish kopytka, gnocchi hooves, we have boiled smashed potatoes, flour, egg, salt. I will mix it all together and make small, like, gnocchis. You should check out the video. I will link it up here. I have a recipe on my channel, an oldie but goodie. There are so many videos on my channel, if you're new here, that you should check out and watch. And don't forget to watch the ads. They are floating to the surface, meaning they are ready. Very budget friendly. And the meat as well. Smells of rosemary. Pork is not expensive. And this is a meat for several dinners. Real traditional amazing Polish dinner. Are you happy with the machine? We found potatoes from last year while cultivating the soil.